across the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring.
Welcome back to Elden Ring. I'm down here with Patches for the best day of his life. I did a bit more farming of the trolls up on Stormhill. So we have a lot of runes. So we're going to...
Hello again. Welcome to Patches Emporium.
very much enjoy Patches Emporium here. And purchase everything. But first, let's see what he says before we do that.
By the way, friend, you've really been there for me through thick and thin.
Oh, you don't know half of it.
I've made up my mind. I bequeath that chest to you.
Oh,
An
wow.
extra special thanks for an extra special customer.
Why, thank you.
What's wrong? I've made up my mind. The treasure chest is yours, in word and deed. Sure, it may be worth its weight in gold, but a Patch's promise, well, that's priceless.
In case things go weird, I'm still buying everything first. You never know when things are gonna go weird. Get some gold pickled fowl's foot. Some fan daggers, which we can throw all over the place. Margit's shackle briefly binds Margit. I think we already probably don't need that. We already dealt with Margit, but sure. These, we could get an infinite number of glass shards, but no. Some of these, more of these fingers. Another stone sword key, that'll be good. So we have 5 of those now. Very nice. Get a parrying dagger. Get some great arrows. Need to find a great bow at some point. A ballista bolt. Used with a hand ballista. Not even a crossbow, just all the way to a ballista. My goodness. A nice wooden shield. And a sacrificial twig. So we can protect items. Or runes at least. So the only thing left in here of any note is a bunch of glass shards.
Cheers for that.
You're welcome.
Forgot something on your shopping list? No trouble to me.
Unless it's glass shards, I don't think it'll be very helpful. Yep.
What's wrong? I've made up my mind. The treasure chest is yours, in word and deed. Sure, it may be worth its weight in gold, but a Patch's Cheers for that.
I don't really trust him. So before we go over there and have potentially problems. He opened it. Visions of betrayal. Yeah. I'm definitely feeling that. So before we open that to potential problems, I'm going to go spend the rest of these runes. 27,000 left. Let's just go grab everything from this guy down here. And everything from the guy along the northern road. So what's the correct direction to head? Yeah, pretty much this way. Go this way, get on the path. Pretty much good to go. Still, try to avoid the bears, though. You see that bear right there? We're gonna avoid that. I've learned my lesson on that front, at least. Here's that weird magical candlestick thing. which leads you over to the ruins. A small bear, which by comparison, not very threatening. Run straight past this ambush. Still looking for the person that guy over there wants, kinda. Just kinda wandering in general. Break down a fence, as you do. Get some butterflies.
Ah, how nice of you, please.
Purchase some slivers of meat. Beast slivers. Lumps of flesh. Trina's lilies. A hand axe. Infinite arrows. Special arrows. And 2 more shields. Ultimately, we're probably going to put a lot of these things into storage. Just because we don't need all these various weapons and shields all the time. But I have decided that I'm not going to be selling back weapons, because there might be use for them in the future. And having at least many of the same weapon wouldn't be bad.
Ah, hello. How nice of you to stop by again. Please buy something, won't you?
Oh, I don't know. Kind of bought everything here. He's been reduced to bolts and arrows guy, like multiple merchants before him. Alright. So that is that guy off the list. Check. I have a literal list. It's worth having. And we're gonna go. There's a guy that's on this bridge. We'd probably best serve to go from this side of grace. Make things easier for us. Alright. We're still gonna be going through this graveyard, but that's probably fine. Now that we know that these skeleton guys just need to be killed twice, it's not a huge deal. Also, they probably won't bother us all the way over here.
Oi. Oh, hey, terribly sorry. I didn't realise you came back.
Is he coming over here? Leave me alone. Don't you... Just a second, I got skeletons to fight. Don't you poke me. There we go. Yeah, he's just over there still, slamming around. Alright.
Oh, is there anything wrong?
Purchase some pickled turtlenecks. More smithing stones. Good if we ever want to upgrade some more weapons. We've got 15 smithing stone ones now. That's not bad. Straight sword. A halberd. Regular arrows, regular bolts, and a bandit mask. Okay. That is everything of use from him.
I must apologise. I'm afraid I've very little to offer.
Well, at least now you do. We have 6,000 more runes. We can go grab something from the husks over here. Just to minimize our loss potential with patches. And that is a reasonable plan. It really is. let's get this trick mirror and a heater shield. That's 65,000 down. Update the total price here. Still a lot of stuff in here, especially all these rune arcs. That's a lot. They don't look particularly useful until we have a great rune, because they are a consumable. Yeah. These are reusable. Yeah, these are consumable. So that's a lot for a consumable. That's okay. Alright. Look at my inventory here. Yeah, the Starlight Shards are consumable, unfortunately. I mean, these are consumable, they come back. That's not exactly the information I'm looking for. But these are all consumable too. So I guess consumable slash reusable isn't exactly the information I'm looking for. Gradually recover FP. You can hold 10 of them. Store 999. Only 600 of these. I don't know if a one-time refill on a little bit of FP would be worth putting it in a special location like that, but we've also found like butterflies and stuff, so either way, let's get back down to patches and see what treasures we're gonna get from this treasure. Also doing our best to not get poisoned on the way there. So if the treasure is Patches is going to attack us, we have flasks left to deal with that. Also, free cave moss, which is always nice. Anything else to say for yourself?
Hello again. Welcome to Patch's Emporium. What's wrong? I've made up my mind. A treasure? Sure, it may be worth it, but a Patch it.
Worth its weight in gold, he says.
Cheers for that.
I am perfectly fine with being teleported to a random location. Bring it on! Yes, that is. Transporter trap. This is just a call to adventure, I'd say.
My sincerest gratitude. I thought I'd never wrench that thing open. You're the finest customer a man ever had.
Wow, who could have guessed? Where are we going? Where are we going? We're in Limgrave. Right next to this bear. That didn't even really teleport us very far at all. Disappointed. No adventure, I guess. I guess if you hadn't already been over here, getting teleported right next to a giant bear would be somewhat startling. But as it sits, I've had worse. Alright, we are going the wrong direction. Let me go back this way. That's it. Yeah, we've got the whole... You can't fast travel until you sit at a site of grace deal going on. This is the right way. We're gonna be coming back to basically right here as the next place I'm going. But I just want to go have a chat with Patches. about this whole teleporting me over next to a bear business. Pretty rude. Pretty rude. It's interesting that these also have the whole you can no longer fast travel effects on them. A very special smoke thing they got going on here. Cave moss. Let's even backstab this guy. Or just kill him. That's fine too. Cave moss. As long as we don't hit the chimes, the other bandits in there don't come out, so that's fine. And the chest stays open, and there's nothing inside it. Hey, Patches. I return. And I'm gonna two-hand my weapon, so you know I'm serious.
How in blazes? You're alive. We had me proper scared puffing away in a flash like that. Who on earth spends their time booby-trapping treasure chests? No way I could have known. But still, I apologize. It's all very unfortunate. At any rate, it's nice just to see you safe. Don't miss all the bargains here at Patch's Emporium.
Calm down, gesture. And nothing new in the shop.
Stingy little beggar. Try to find it in your heart next time, eh?
And it's not even a reusable teleport chest. Oh well. That's where we're at this point. Is it a teleporting trap that's a huge issue? Nope. It is an opportunity.
Forgot something on your shopping list? No trouble to me.
He's got nothing else to say. Okay.
Stingy little bit.
Well, there we go. That answers what was in that chest. Teleporting. And we've got a minimal number of runes. So let us head over here. Alright. Very good. Oh, a group of 4 bats this time. Oh boy. Things are really heating up. Looking around this area. There's some of the gatherer guys gathering. Hey, can I have what you gathered? It's fruit. Yeah, it might help to lock on. Alright, you're out of the picture now. I think I'll take the rider on first before we deal with that group of guys. Oh, you're going back that way? I guess I'll take on these guys then. Nope. Nope. Yeah, just sweet raisin. Here's this guy. Looks like it was just a flask guy. And we've already been up on this path, so we need to head a little bit further down here. Through the night. Trampling over various wildlife, I guess. Gravestones or something? Or just one big gravestone? Great dragonfly head. Oh, these are much easier to collect than from the flying dragonflies. Those guys are annoying. And they're much larger here, too. Also makes things easier. Always gotta be aware of better opportunities for farming various resources. Worth being aware of, at least. Some birds. Some more feathers. More guys wandering. I think these were... Look at our inventory here. There's like aristocrats. Nobles from the capital. But they abandoned their birthplace and they wander around because they are undead. Got more dragonflies. Got a fun little ramp there. Golden rune. You want some? You're not quite as nimble as the small ones. You don't get that luxury, I'm afraid.
Hello? Is anybody there?
Hello?
Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh, Erdtree, grant me succor.
Okay, there's somebody. Presumably being held captive by all these guys.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Grant me succor. Hello?
Hello.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator of the
You up there?
false. Oh, Erdtree,
Magic grease.
grant me succor.
I'll be right with you. I found magic grease. Got a lot of these guys down here.
Is anybody there?
They ambushed this cart.
Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh, Erdtree, grant me succor.
I am currently rescuing you. Don't worry about it. Any other guys? I think we're okay.
Hello? Is
Let's head up.
anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh, Erdtree, grant me succor.
Aristocrat.
Ah, you've come to lend me your aid, have you? Well, that's very kind, but, no. No, the help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished. Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the true order. You might have heard of me. Kenneth Height. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave,
My goodness.
the Untarnished. I would have a boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool, and plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood.
Okay, I think we can do that. I was gonna go take that fort anyways. But if we're getting additional rewards for doing so, why not?
What are you waiting for? A kiss goodbye?
Yes.
My fort lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. Take it back for me. Oh, I see. You wish to know the reward. Fret not. The great Kenneth Height is known for his considerable largesse. The celebrations will be lavish indeed upon the dawn of my fort's retrieval.
Okay. So I don't know if this guy was really being held captive by those guys. He's just kind of standing up here with the birds. So his fort is this one down here. Alright, very cool. Let's look at that magic grease. Yep, it's magic grease. Magical. So we've got Rot, Dragon Wound, Fire, and Magic. Very cool. Behold, right. That guy over there, yep. Okay, now we're up on this section. Looks like there's gonna be a graveyard up here. That's just an opportunity to get a whole bunch of free solid runes that we can save up for later. Like, oh boy, a graveyard. Time for pillaging. Yeah, when it works, I suppose. La 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 la. Golden Rune 6, wow. I'd be better off not on Torian. Rune 1. Rune 4. We're of two-handing. Just this guy sitting up here. It's purple, so it's gonna be something special. No plump sort. Fever's Cookbook. Okay. That's a new kind of cookbook, too. Let's see what we got from that. Then key items. There it is. So we got Nomadic Warriors, Armorers, Missionaries, and Fever's Cookbook. A record of crafting techniques left by a man who was utterly captivated by Saint Trina. Continues to search for her in his slumber. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following sleep pots. So Saint Trina, and we also saw it from the Saint Trina's Lily, has a lot to do with sleep. Fireproof drive liver. Fire negation. Here's the sleep pot. Yep. Mushroom and the lily. Exceedingly rare to find, yet we have 31 of them. Okay. We didn't get the roped version along with this. So that's interesting. A beast lure pot. Lures beasts only. Okay. Fetid pot. Causes poison. Good. We can make the fire grease at least. That's pretty easy to do. We have tons of different kinds of arrows here. We do some poison arrows. 1 poison bloom and 3 thin bones per 10 arrows. That's got potential. Want to poison something? We can make these. Alright. Very good. Always nice to get some more recipes. More options. Looks like that Golden Rune 6 might have been a one-off. being a lot smaller ones here. Here's a 2. 1, 4. That's better. Alright, that might be everything here. Useful though. More recipes and whatnot. Seek depths. Something incredible. Liar ahead. No secret ahead. Look carefully. Enemy. Uh-huh. Up there. Already been up there. Just a whole trail of silly messages. As per usual. That's okay. There's a good vantage point. Okay, going down these jumping puzzles, I could see. Going up them is another story entirely. I don't think we're going to be doing that. We can also go down here. Anything besides the dragonflies? Oh, we got another troll there. Surprise, surprise. They seem to be, like, just all over the place, those guys. Okay. I guess we can drop down here. Down to this ledge, at least. These are very convenient tombstones that jut out of the side of walls. Where have those always been like that? That's a question. Nice little river down here. Looks like something. Well, let's go take care of this guy at least. Try tarnished. Yeah, doesn't seem to be much stronger than all the other ones have been. So I'll just get some health back. And more boots. Monster ahead, you don't say. Here's the church. Here's the river. Ah, we got the annoying dragonflies. That's good. Fantastic. Opportunity. Third Church of America. Perfect. Just like the note said it was. We will take this site of grace, of course. And it's west here. Seems like a good spot. A big statue. A sacred tear. Okay. I believe that is for upgrading the flasks here. Add charge? I think it's amount. Yep. Sacred tier. Increase the amount of HP and FP replenished. Very nice. Now I've got flasks +1. And this over here should be the item we heard about in the note. The Flask of Wondrous Physic. You can find crystal tears at the bases of minor Erd trees and elsewhere throughout the lands between. At Sites of Grace, you can mix 2 crystal tears into the Flask of Wondrous Physic, allowing you to create elixirs with various custom effects. Interesting. And we got a Crimson Crystal Tear. Okay. Let's look at these. Bestows various special effects. A relic of the physic chemists, priests of the Erd Tree. Harness the powers of crystal tears, which only form after the passage of many moons. Various special effects are bestowed upon the drinker, dependent on the specific mixture of crystal tears. That's a site of grace to replenish. Bases are placed at the feet of minor Erd trees throughout the lands between, and will collect their crystallized tears. And we got another actual crystal tear here. Crimson. Based in the flask, one of physic, it's like concoction, restores half of one's maximum HP. Okay. So, that could be used as a partial heal, or it can be used as a full buff kind of system that you drink before like a boss or something. Put the strength and stamina ones to use. Charge attacks. Alright, cool. So probably put that on. Equip here. It's already equipped. Perfect. And our new arrows and bolts keep going into here, even though we don't have any of those. Well, we've got a bow. Not really using it right now. So let's mix this up how we want it. Oh, here's Melina. Let's talk to her. Let's mix and then talk. Mix 2 crystal tears into the flask. Custom effects. I'm gonna go with strength and stamina. They're both temporary, so this is more of a buff item. I can work with that.
Spoken echoes linger here. Words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you.
Sure.
Very well. In Marika's own words, my lord, and thy warriors, I divest each of thee of thy grace. With thine eyes dimmed, ye will be driven from the lands between. Ye will wage war in a land afar, where ye will live and die. Well, perhaps that might serve you in lieu of a maiden's guidance.
Sounds like that war where all the lords died and such. Can we talk to you anymore? Doesn't look like it. See if she comes back. Nope. Alright, sure. She's just here sometimes. Praise the jumping. Yes, indeed. If you take your finger off the button before you finish whistling, Torn doesn't come. Remember just... Oh, we're standing on this. Torn can't come if you're standing on that pillar. Or probably just anywhere weird. It just kind of stops you from doing that. That's fair. We'll explore the water later. And it should also be... Yeah, it's very close to the sending gate. I want to look just along the road over here first, though. And we have to blow this troll again. Don't you dare slap Torrent. Stomp on me. You're being very rude. Didn't do attacks fast enough to get him dropped down for the critical hit, unfortunately. And now it's raining. There's a crystal guy nearby. Or scarab, I guess. There you are. Just a flask. Alright. Cool. There's some flowers. There's some anger pigs. Lots of pigs. Lots of pigs. You trying to charge me? Not allowed. Not allowed. Here we're like on the edge of the woods here. Now we're up in the woods. You can tell by the way there's all the bears here. That's all foggy. Got some tumbleweeds tumbling. Now we're back up here. That looks like mostly just boar area. All that. Up to this road, at least. Let's go check out this sending gate. Seems interesting. We have a quest to go over there. See what there is to see. Also be interesting to see how much the +1 flasks heal. Because we already had a full restore from the cerulean tears. So that's not a huge deal. But more health is nice. Is this it? Travel to another location. Yes. Magical. Didn't look very activated or whatever. Okay. It's a magical circle rock, I don't know. Grayl's Dragon Barrow. Where are we now? What is that? We are over in the corner here. Okay. Further even than this horrible place over here in the swamp. Is that an enemy? Death ahead. It sure looks like it. It sure looks like it, message. Boy howdy. Let's go in here. I'm sure it's a great idea. Bestial Sanctum. Okay. How'd you die? You rode in here and died. Nice. And this is probably the Bestial Sanctum. Yep. Well, we got Grace here. That makes it easier to come back here, I guess. And this is the Beast guy we came here to meet. Stay calm ahead. Be wary of betrayal. Well, let's just talk first. That all you got to say? Let me look at the death route here. key item? Yep. Beast clergymen seek and devour these. Sorcery gives drives to those who live in death. The beast clergyman found the bestial sanctum. That's where we are. In the distant east. Correct. Collects and devours these roots. United the dire plot of the soul and rune of death near the first death of a demigod. Rune of death spread across the lands through the underground roots of the great tree, surrounding the form of deathwood. Alright. I don't think you should eat deathroot, but go for it.
I smell it. Death. Feed it me. Tarnished. Bring more deaths. I shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed me more.
Oh, he's pushing me. Claw mark seal. Okay. And a beast eye. Wow.
I shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed me more.
Okay. Well, let's see what these are. Let's see. Key item? Here it is. Said to tremble when close to deathroot. Claw-marked stone eye received from Garank beast clergyman. Said to tremble when near deathroot. The murky violet iris writhes as if alive. I am not sated. Feed me more death. That's a key item. Presumably that will tell me when there's deathroot nearby for us to go collect. And then a claw-marked seal. It's a ranged weapon / catalyst. Sacred seal, granted by Grank the Beast Clergyman, a rare trinket which allows incantations to be scaled with strength. The claw mark represents Grank's wrath, enhances bestial incantations learned from Grank. So if we bring him more deathroot, we can learn incantations from him. Interesting. Alright. Let's see how that compares here. It's got worse incant scaling and worse total scaling because our strength is 18, faith 15. So even though it's much better strength scaling, it's much worse faith scaling. For a total, is it 28 plus 5? That's 30. That's a physical attack power though. I think the int scaling, the incant scaling is not having the plus from the stat scaling. It's just on the physical. But I think in general we can trust the incant scaling number here. It does boost bestial incantations, which we don't have any of. And it has the same weight, so that's okay. Technically better. So I don't think this is worth using at this point. If we end up pumping a whole bunch of more points into strength, then it could be. Or if we get into the bestial incantations, of course. But for now. Oh, this is also +4 already. So if it's that close without any boost on this, I guess the next question is, does that scale, does that boost with regular smithing stones? Anything behind him?
I shall grant thee feed.
Oh yeah, totally hit path. Yeah, this seems to be quite a bit of just random teleports around. I'm going to go poke this horrible monstrosity out here. Or, I guess we can just look around the area. We only have 4,000 runes, that's not too bad. What are we seeing? We see him. It's terrible. There's a bridge. Is that a minor Erd tree right there? There's some guys. Try here. Stealth. We probably should not be out here. There's a tower over there. Waves down this way. A ruined building. It's like a waterfall. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, that minor Erd tree is very close. Look at you. Look at you. Let's attack one thing. Oh, we got some of the craziness. Oh, is that a... Oh, here we go. A golden seed. Nice. That's worth coming out here for. Oh, yeah. A 1,000 runes for that guy. Wow. We are not in a good place for us right now. There's probably something terrible on that bridge, too. Let's be honest. I want to go see the terrible thing. Oh, there's a site of grace. I guess I'll take that, too. Oh, yep, there's a dragon on that bridge. And if the strength of that little guy is anything to be aware of, this is the Farum Great Bridge. That's probably Farum. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get past a dragon when the regular enemies take that many hits. So let's not be here anymore. Let's go back to the church where everything's better. My goodness. And I've decided not to mess with the huge guy that was standing right there. That's probably a mistake. Okay. Also, we can put our flasks here and add a charge. There we go. Well, that was worth it. Even if we didn't get to go across that bridge, we at least got another flask, which is very good. So we have 4, 2, and the Wondrous Flask. Not bad. Also, they're +1. Another win. Okay. So I think my next goal is gonna go help Kenneth here and take back this fort, while also looking around this area to the south and the rest of this southern section. Next time. Goodbye.